Jesus says, these next 2 weeks are super critical for President Trump and America. January 19th, 2019. Words from Jesus to Sister Clare, spoken by Jackie. Jesus began, the plans being made now to take President Trump down are more vicious than anything he has encountered in his administration. Do not tell me about this prophet and that prophet that talked about his second term. Those prophecies were given on the basis of a praying America, an America that falls to its knees and cries out to me for justice. When complacency sets in and people drop out of serious prayer because they think it's all covered, that is the death knell for America. Forgive me, Lord, but I thought there were huge prayer meetings and movements all over the nation to protect him. What is needed is the prayer of the Ninevites, and you are nowhere near that. But I thought we had another 2 years from the Father. Two years of crushing defeat and survival of the fittest, or 2 years of glorious moving forward? Clare, you will shake some people up by this message, but I tell you the truth. Unless it is fully embraced and put into motion, there is little hope for Donald. He is without sufficient protection for this next move of the enemy. He is wide open, and only a huge movement of travailing prayer will save your nation. Why do you think I keep playing In the Storm for you? For those of you who don't know, the song In the Storm is about an attack on American City and World War III. The link follows right here at the top. Every morning, sometimes 2 or 3 times, I've been trying to get your attention. Why do you think you have been with me in your wedding dress, dancing? We are so very close, and if things continue the way they have been, there is no hope of turning it around. Have you ever wondered why I tell some prophets about the glorious plans I have for this nation, and others like yourself are called upon to get into the trenches and fight? Yes, Jesus, all the time I wonder, but then I remember what you told me, that each group has a different calling, and you are depending on the diligent prayers of the faithful to fulfill the good prophecies. I am projecting what is possible if diligence is maintained. But when people are drawn out of the trenches into civilian affairs and leave their post, wide open to the enemy, my words cannot be fulfilled. If Nineveh had not repented, it would have been destroyed as it was later. What is needed here is major repentance and a turning to me, with pet projects and dreams in second place to serious intercession, the kind that wipes you out. I'm not calling for this indefinitely, but I'm calling for it now. If all of you take this to heart and act in obedience, there will be a time when the tables are turned. But right now, you are in the midst of grave danger. Your piano, your songs, your messages are all a waste of time unless you've gotten into substantial travailing prayer first. That is how serious this is. Don't waste your time doing anything for me. If you have not beaten down the gates of heaven, with tears, fasting, and supplication for your nation. Lord, some of us cannot fast. I know that, and I've spoken into the conscience of all to do what is best suited for them. As a general rule, sweet and pleasant foods should be avoided and offered up, but it is better if you don't make it obvious to others. Stay humble and hide it, unless you are altogether on self-denial. The hour you spend on video games, which are not healthy for you, you should give up and mow an elderly person's yard for them. Give up gourmet food for plain food, for instance pizza, for a simple meal of meat and potatoes or cereal. Quinoa is a very good fast for you, Clare. Abstain from meat on Fridays and Wednesdays. Wednesday corresponds to the key events in my life that paved the way for my arrest Thursday night, but Friday is sufficient. Tell me, my people, what are you willing to give up to save your nation? Remember, this is critical in timing. I will not ask this of you every day, unless you wanted to offer it to me, and there is nothing you can give me that I will not return to your hearts 1,000-fold. My great love for you in a sensible way. Clare, can you go without cinnamon in your coffee in the morning? Little things? Yes, very little things count for much. Do not fast so severely that you are too weak to pray. Do not fast if you are sick or pregnant or have undergone surgery. But you can deny yourselves treat fruits. Do not deny your body water. Meat is a good offering, but not if it makes you so weak you cannot pray. Offer me every little irritation, delay, opposition, accident, trial, inconvenience. Offer these things in a spirit of meekness and thanksgiving, that you have something to offer. Do not announce that you are fasting. Do not attempt outrageous fasts, which come from pride. To take great pleasure in fasting when others don't. To see yourself as a spiritual person because you're fasting and they are not, is very detrimental to your soul. You are opening the door to pride and the invasion of the enemy, which will cost you much, as well as making your sacrifice of no account. Go out of your way for others. Deny yourself and do for others. I'm asking this of you right now, during this time. This will not last long, but it is going to be a very hard 2 weeks. You will not always have access to or know what is going on. That is another suffering. Just know that no gift of yours falls to the ground without first bearing much fruit. Please embrace this prayer, fasting, and self-denial as if you were trying to prevent my crucifixion. Because I tell you truly, the pain I will suffer if we lose this battle will be like my crucifixion all over again. Will you stand for me? Will you deny yourself for me? Remember, this will not go on forever, but the next 2 weeks are critical. I would ask you to pray the Divine Mercy Prayer and the Rosary, if possible. I never force anything on anyone, but my mother's tender heart is standing with all of us in this assault against your government. If you are not willing, please pray, Lord, I'm willing to be made willing, and I will make your sacrifices sweeter than you could have ever imagined. Plead the blood and protection over his staff, that no traitor would be given access to him. Pray for supernatural sensitivity for all of them. Pray Psalm 91 over them, and trust that no word of mine will return void, but it will accomplish what I have sent it for. If enough of you do these things, embracing them with your whole heart, we will have a victory.